Capture the objective.
What is going on, you guys? Volcom0123 here, and today I have a, I guess you can call it a walkthrough. This is Crysis, Map Crysis, of course. But yeah, this is pretty much how you play Domination on Crysis. If you spawn over here in this side, I'm gonna be moving around with this yellow little paintbrush here, but this is just if you spawn in this area. Now, if you want to be a team player, of course, you're always going to want to go for A first. And when you get 6 people on A, you'll take it in a good short amount of time. Now, after you get A, you're going to want to either come over here and attempt to go for C, or after you capture A, you're going to want to come wrap around over here. Well, that's not really a good route, but you're going to wrap around and come into here, and of course you can't see because it's going to be underground, but B is in this general direction, you know what I mean. So when you come for A, just saying this high traffic area, like I'm going to say in the actual video part. But yeah, that is a very high traffic area, just because people coming from C, people coming from their spawn at C into that building. Now, after you get B, you're either going to want to come whip around back out and come defend A, or you're going to want to go through that little exit right there, and it leads around right here, and actually try to get some kills that are going to be around there. Tip, just to let everybody know, considering you have A and B on this spawn side, you're going to want to actually try to stay behind, I'll say about there, because C spawn is all back here. I don't know the definite spawn points, but it's just somewhere in these wherever I'm marking. That's going to be C spawn if you have A and B. So try to stay behind that line, because if you pass this line, and not saying you don't like pass that, definitely don't pass it because you'll die or something, but just try to keep the majority of your team behind this line anywhere over here, because yeah. So I don't know, that kind of looked like a penis, but anyway, yeah, just try to stay behind that line and you'll be pretty much good. So pretty much when you spawn, of course, on this side, you're going to want to come for A flag, because it's closest to you guys, and you're just going to capture A flag and get that. Now, after you get A flag, depending on usually when I play Domination, I get 3 people to go for B and 3 people to go just to defend on the other side of the map. But in this case, if you come for B, you're going to want to come down over here and make sure that there's nobody in here, because that's a pretty good spot if you're defending B. And just watch out right here, make sure nobody's coming in from there, make sure nobody's in there, and make sure nobody's in there. And right before you jump on it, just make sure there's nobody coming through here either, and come for B. Now, depending on how many people there are, usually 3 or 4 people on your team are going to be on a flag at the same time. So just watch there and watch just the entrances, and don't worry too much about the entrance behind you, because that's pretty much your spawn, and they're not going to really be spawning there. So just make sure to get those 2 positions. Come over here, and behind here's a good spot. You have a good position to look over into there, and also over here where a lot of them are going to be coming through, I guess you can say. So also this room right here, you can stay in here if you want to camp, be a little fag, I guess you can say. You can camp in there, but that's that. And just make sure you can also come around here. This is a very big traffic area right in this section right here. Mostly because you can go get C there, you can go get B into there, and you can go to A to there. So this is pretty much a big traffic area. Now after that, of course there will probably be people, if you have A and B, there will be people spawning all back in there, and back in that building, just because you have this position. But just make sure you can stay a little bit away from C, because you know if you have A and B and get a little bit too close to their spawn, then you will flip the spawns and they'll be spawning everywhere within the map. So also, if they do have C, then just make sure to stay back. Don't rush into their spawn that far, because you can get them in a pretty good spawn trap if you stay back. But they'll be mostly in that building. I mean, C spawns that building, and you'll just be keeping them up in there. So after that, you're just gonna want to hold down A and B. You know, basic things that you do in domination. So that's this side, pretty much self-explanatory mostly for A and B, but let me switch teams to the other side just so you can get a look of what that is. And considering you have the C spawn, of course you're going to want to go for, if you're a team player, go for C, capture C, and there's pretty much two routes you can go. You can either go this way towards A to try to get people at A, or this way towards B. Now, you're going to want to, team players, of course, this isn't for everybody, go for B and go for C on C spawn, and that's in any domination game mode, just saying, just throwing that out there. But pretty much, of course, take C, come for B, defend B anywhere in there that you want. But C, a good place to defend is, of course, in this house. Like I said, big traffic area right here. You're going to want to defend this house as much as you can, because a lot of times whoever has this house pretty much dominates the whole time, because they have a good look at C and can look for people that are coming through here going for C. Now, that's that, and of course everybody should know about upstairs in this house is this little walkway. I would watch for people trying to camp up here and come down here into C, because again, there is a lot of ways to get to each of these objectives. And that's pretty much all I have to say about spawning on this side. Just remember, stay in this building a lot, as much as you can. Stay over here in these corners, and defend B, of course. And last thing I want to say about your spawn on that side, just try to imaginary line probably right about, I'd say right here. Just try not to go past that line and stay over there a good amount of time, because of course their spawn is over here all in these points, considering you have C and B. So that's pretty much that. So right here, of course, you can see I'm losing, but your primary spawn is going to be back here. You'll start out here, and you will, good idea, of course, is go to C. Now, half your people go to C, capture C, and just capture C real quick. But this is pretty much, I don't know which side I like better. I think I like this side better, because you have this building that you can stay in for mostly the whole game and defend C and have some people to go for B. But if you're not one of those to go for C, then of course come over here, come up. You don't have to jump through the window if you want, but I mean, if you wanna be cool, then you do have to jump through that window. But come down here, of course, same thing as from the other side. Check this entrance. Well, you can't see it. The entrance right over there, of course, and then there for people that might be camping or rushing B. And once you find out, remember, you don't have to check that part, because that's your spawn. Just make sure you get these two places pretty much under control, so you can see if anybody's coming through those. And basically, that's pretty much how you get A or C and B on C spawn. But you just want to make sure that you can keep them in their spawn. You might want to stay just behind this little thing right here, and you can get, because their spawn is right there behind all those mountains, just because you can get a good look at their spawn right there, and you can keep this building pretty much locked down. People coming for C might come through here, so just chill back here, I guess. Just watch for any people coming through there. And of course, another big traffic area is right here, because it's one of the faster transitions from their spawn to C and also to B. So like the other side, defend B if all possible. Put a motion sensor, claymore, camera spike, whatever kind of equipment you want at any of those positions. And that's that's pretty much Crisis for domination. Now, I don't know if a lot of people know this or not, but good thing to do, of course, isn't C4, but if that was a C4, just place it on an objective, actually kind of like hidden, like you can put it like right there or on the other side, and just pretty self-explanatory. If you see the icon start blinking, which means that they're trying to take the objective, then double tap X, and you'll most likely get a kill unless they have 1, unless they destroy it, and 2, if they have flak jackets. So just that's a quick tip for domination, and that's pretty much it, guys. Domination on Crisis. Other videos coming up later. Alright guys, I'll see you later.